Have you ever felt it? That quiet hum in the market? The kind that feels like the world is holding its breath before a massive shift? It's a feeling that most people ignore. They dismiss it as noise. Or even worse, as a warning sign to run for the hills. But, for a select few, this isn't a signal of danger. It's the sound of opportunity knocking. A rare, once-in-a-decade alignment of circumstances that has the power to create life-changing wealth for those who are paying attention. This isn't about luck or timing a perfect bottom, it's about recognizing a pattern that has repeated itself throughout history. A pattern that separates the spectators from the players who end up on top. Throughout my career, I've seen these moments come and go. They are always disguised as something else. A crisis, a panic. But for some, that panic sounded like a sale, an opportunity. Let's rewind the clock to 2008. The world felt like it was ending. Lehman Brothers had just collapsed. The entire global financial system was on the brink. The stock market was in free fall. News was a constant barrage of negativity. The overwhelming advice from almost everyone was to sell. Sell your stocks, sell your real estate, get into cash, hide until the dust settles. For most people, that's exactly what they did. They sold at the bottom, locking in devastating losses. But a small group did the exact opposite. They saw the chaos as the single greatest sale of their lifetime. Brands like Amazon, which had built an incredible business, had its stock price slashed by more than half. They weren't buying a ticker, they were buying a piece of a dominant business at a massive discount. Fast forward to March 2020. The world shuts down, markets crash. In weeks, the market erased years of gains. Headlines were terrifying. This time the opportunity wasn't just in traditional stocks. A new asset class had been quietly growing, cryptocurrency. And a new breed of tech company was changing the world. Early investors in assets like Bitcoin and Tesla had already seen impressive returns. When the crash hit, critics declared them dead. But those who did their homework saw a gift. They understood Bitcoin's decentralized technology, and its potential as digital store of value amid massive money printing. They saw Tesla as more than a car company. AI, battery tech, sustainable energy. While the masses panicked, these investors doubled down. The result? Compressed, supercharged rebounds that created enormous wealth. Here we are on August 24, 2025. Take a look around. Does any of this feel familiar? For the last 2 years, markets have been choppy, uncertain, driven by anxiety over inflation and interest rates. The dominant feeling in the air isn't greed, it's exhaustion and fear. People are hesitant to invest. They're waiting for an all clear that may come too late. But look closer. The Federal Reserve is signaling rate cuts. A shift from tightening to easing historically pours fuel on asset prices. It makes borrowing cheaper and pushes money into markets, encouraging investment and re-risking. AI, biotech, clean energy, all reaching tipping points. A fearful public, Fed liquidity, and foundational tech revolutions. The pieces are on the board. Widespread fear is providing the discount. The fuse is lit. The engine is innovation. The scene is set. So what does the smart money do in a situation like this? They don't panic, they don't try to time the market perfectly, they don't follow the herd. Instead, they prepare. They do the homework. They learn which companies in AI, biotech, and clean energy are real leaders. Next, they build a resilient strategy. They don't go all in on one speculative bet. That's gambling. They diversify, blue chips, small cap innovators, and calculated positions in growth sectors. They use dollar cost averaging, investing a set amount regularly. They remove emotion from the equation, and buy more when prices are low, less when high. Most important, they act. They play the long game. 5 to 10 year horizon, not 5 days. Patience compounds advantage. Real money is made in quiet moments of doubt by those who place their bets today. Invest before an idea is popular, before the magazines and dinner table chatter. Will you miss it or will you make it? Subscribe for more.